Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the fable, The Milkmaid and Her Pail. I love that story. Again, remember a fable is a short story with a lesson. So what I want to do now is go over the reading packet with you this week. It's very, very short. The only thing that's in the packet is the actual fable, which we will read again on a live, so you guys can have me going over it one more time with you. And then there's a reading test right here where you have to answer questions about the fable. So in order to answer these questions, you guys are gonna have to look back in the fable itself and look back in the story. So I wanted to kind of help you with that today, and I wanted to play a fun little game. I have this spinner here, and on the spinner, you can't see it really good. It has numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way to 17 because there's 17 questions in your reading test. And I'm gonna spin it, and whatever number it lands on, I'm gonna go over that question on the reading test, and we'll see how many we get to. And then you guys finish the rest of this on your own, but I wanna give you some little hints and show you how to look back in the story. So this is gonna be very slow. I wanna show you how you can look back in the story for the answers, okay? All right, here we go. I'm gonna spin it, and hopefully it'll land on an easy question, please. Okay, so looks like it's on green. So it's number 6. Let's look in our, number 6 is on page 2. And here's the question number 6. And if you have the reading test in front of you, you can turn to number 6. And I'm gonna show you how to find the answer in the story, okay? Number 6 says, what does the milkmaid plan to do with the money she earns from selling chickens? So what does she do with the money she earns from selling chickens? Well, I can't remember that, right? So I'm gonna look back in the story because the story is very short and very little. I'm gonna find the part where it talks about chickens, and it's right here. It says, then I'll sell some of the chickens, and with the money, I'll buy myself a beautiful new dress, which I will wear to the dance. Okay, you guys, so what does she do with the money she earns from selling the chickens? She's gonna buy a beautiful new dress and then go to a dance. Do you see how easy that was when you just look for the answers in the story and you go back? That's called good reading comprehension, being able to find those answers. Okay, let's spin again and see which question we come up with. Here we go. Make it be an easy question. All right. It's question number 12. So again, that's not on the first page. That's not on the second page. It's a vocabulary question. And it looks like this, okay? It says, the farmer's daughter thinks that the milk will provide her with many things. What does the word provide mean? Does it mean A, to teach you, B, to entertain you, or C, supply you? Well, I've heard that word provide before, and it means that someone's gonna give you something. So if someone's gonna give you something, it doesn't mean they're teaching you, it doesn't mean they're entertaining you, it means they're supplying you with something. So the answer to that question is C, supply. All right, let's keep spinning. Let's see what we come up with this time. Question number 15, we're getting all the big questions. It's also a vocabulary question. It's all the way on the bottom, it looks like this, and it says, the moral of the story. Do you guys know what moral is? I told you in the last video, it means lesson. A moral is a lesson that you learn. The moral of the story is, do not count your chickens before they hatch. What does that mean? Does it mean A, you should never think about what you want to do in the future? Do you guys think it's important never to think about your future? That don't sound right. B, you should not make plans that depend on something you don't have yet. Or C, you should always buy chickens instead of buying eggs. Do you really think this story is about chicken and eggs? No, it's about a real life lesson, meaning don't talk about something until you have it yet, until you know that you have it yet. So the answer to that question is B. So it's a vocabulary question all the way on the bottom. Number 5 is B. Okay, let's keep spinning. Okay, this is question number 4. So question number 4 is on the front of the test. And it says, what does the milkmaid plan to do with the butter she makes? Again, I can't remember that, right? So you've got to look back in the story. That's what I'm trying to get you to do. Don't just make guesses. Let's go to the part where it talks about butter. So it says right here, I'm going to hold it up as best I can, okay? I will make the cream into butter and take it to the market to sell. and with that money, I will buy some eggs. So what she plans to do with the butter is she plans to take it to the market, and then she plans on getting money from that and buying eggs. So that's what you're gonna write on number 4. She plans on taking it to the market, selling it, and getting money to buy eggs. All right, let's do another question. All right, we already did that question, so 2. Question number 2. How does the farmer's daughter carry the milk? Now this is multiple choice and you're probably gonna remember the answer to this question. A, does she carry the milk in a pail balanced on her head? B, in a jar set in a wagon? Or C, in a glass held in her hand? That's pretty easy to remember. It's A. She had it in a pail, balancing it on her head, which maybe wasn't a good idea because it was gonna spill if she didn't pay good attention to it. All right, let's do one more question. Here we go. Make it a good one that we haven't done yet. Question number 10. Okay, question 10 is right here, and it's also a multiple choice question. It says, why does the milkmaid think that she'll have nothing to say to the men at the dance? A, she cannot dance while she was carrying milk. Did she carry her milk to the dance? No. B, she's too embarrassed about her old dress. Well, we know that's not true because she didn't have an old dress. She was imagining that she was gonna buy a beautiful new dress. Or C, she just believes that she's better than they are. Ding, ding, ding. The correct answer is C. She was daydreaming so much about being better than everybody else that she actually spilled her milk and she didn't have it anyways. All right, do you guys see how those questions that are on that test are all from the story? So when you're doing this test with your family, the milkmaid and her pail, and you have to fill out this test, it is a grade, and so you want to do a really good job with it. But just remember, the answers are all in front of you because they're all on the test that you have. So that's really all you have to do this week in your packet is you have to read the story and do the test. And then there's just one more thing. It's another fable. It's another Aesop's fable. I love this one. It's called The Lion and the Mouse, and I'll talk a little bit about this on our live, and we'll do this sheet together. We'll answer these questions together, okay? Enjoy taking that reading test, but remember, look back in the story for the answers. Bye.